I need to be paid for all live Zoom calls.
Do you now?
I'm not showing my fucking face. That's my bottom line.
You know what?
Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, get your shit off, Pete. What's your rate for a Zoom call where they pay to see your face? Are you just trying to make this like the LinkedIn of the OnlyFans LinkedIn version somehow? Like,
listen, man. Here's the thing: you can go do some research on your own listeners, but there's like Zoom fatigue is real. Like I've been on Zoom all day long and I felt tired. Like that's real. It's actually been studied.
Of the same old sports media.
Wow. Speaking of being tired.
Damn, I just got ran on my own show. I'm mad. How you gonna run me on my own show, bro?
In your own voice.
That's dirty.
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I'm driving over
40
right
taxes
now,
on my
bro.
head is disrespect. About to make me get a vest.
Oh my god.
Got a lot of blood in his coat.
It's all fun and games.
Can't go 50-50 with no hoe. That was a real title too. Can't go 50-50 with. Anyway.
I'm pressing the wrong buttons.
Yo, what in the fuck is going on over here?
It's my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. I just trolled you perfectly with your own drop. Oh man, and that was the perfect drop to play too. Because it literally, like, as you were talking, like, you thought, wait, is this part of the show? Like, is this undercutting my voice? Damn, the timing. But yeah, so now that we know Pete charges to see his face during Zoom calls and Zoom fatigue apparently is a real thing. But,
yeah, because you're sitting there fucking being all nervous and every technology mishap, it causes anxiety. The heart speeds up. You have to have all these extra performing things that you do because people are looking at you the whole time.
So what you're saying is it's like a dice. It's like a dice game.
Okay?
It's like a dice game. Because like if you've ever shot dice at school,
validate my complaints. Thank you.
validate your experience.
Exactly.
I can't go 50-50 if you don't validate my experience.
Yeah.
Is that the episode?
But anyways, man, shout out to the X Squad affiliate. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to your favorite podcast app. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Eric. And last but not least, what's up, Kenny?
Yeah, man, it's good, you know. It's a great time. It's Black History Month. Wrestling Ball died during Black History Month, which is just perfect irony. I don't wish death on anybody, but he's a racist piece of shit, and he made fun of people with AIDS, and may have been a pedophile because he was going down to the Dominican Republic with Viagra. So, fuck Wrestling Ball and everyone who loves him. So, with that,
okay. Now that we got that out of the way,
I got that off my chest, and my birthday's tomorrow. I'll be 29. Boy,
29 and not fine.
Shut your hole. I heard that. You understand? I heard that. Like, I let you get away with the one you did last week, you little bitch. How dare you?
Kenny's talking about tough talk because he can't see me on Zoom. See?
No, I'm talking in the studio.
When it's just audio.
That would technically be you. Because you're the one who said that dumb shit. And by the way, you said it so loud that I actually heard it back over the replay. Dick. And now he's quiet.
Did he go?
No, I'm waiting for the content. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we had. He does
Touché.
claim to have pants on during a Zoom call, so I'm not sure if you were trying to put those.
It sounded like you were in a closet with a hanger. That's all I'm saying. Sound like he's folding clothes right now. But anyway, yes, I was.
Okay, J. Cole.
Yeah, I was about to say he's folding clothes. The neighbors don't think you sell dope, Pete. Don't. It's okay. But now into RIPs that are actually quite sad. Vincent Jackson, former Northern Arizona standout, wide receiver for the then San Diego Chargers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. had a great career.
Yeah, I remember him. He was phenomenal, man. He
fantastic.
Was always probably top 5 a couple of times in his career.
Definitely top 10 in his career. And people really weren't expecting that coming out of Northern Colorado. My bad if I said Northern Arizona. It was Northern Colorado.
I was going to say that.
But, fam, what are you doing? I just heard a clicking sound. Like, what, are you changing a tire?
That wasn't me. I heard that too. I thought that was you.
Oh, well. Either way,
there should be a weekly thing, and then we say, "What are we doing on the Zoom call?
What are you doing physically right now?" But yeah, man. So he was found dead at 38 in his hotel room in Florida at I think a Homewood Suites, and his family donated his brain to science. So rest in peace to Vincent Jackson. Mike Evans, he tutored him. A lot of his teammates, Philip Rivers and Senator Gates, a lot of guys were talking about how great of a person he was, and it's just really unfortunate and sad that this had to happen. He's only 38, incredibly young, and Greg Camarillo, former NFL receiver, talked about,
my third cousin.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, he's like my third or fourth cousin.
So he just has a bunch of famous people in his family.
I wouldn't say that, but
they're related.
Adjacent related.
Yeah.
Twice removed.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, to your point, I guess it came out that there was some sort of alcohol involved, like a lot of alcohol. I guess he's been consuming a lot of alcohol the past couple of years. But yeah, otherwise, as Kenny said, great reviews about him as a person throughout the league. And in fact, a lot of people were kind of cut off guard by the whole situation. But, alcohol has that kind of effect on a person. And I'm sure in the next coming weeks, as Kenny also mentioned, with his brain being studied for CTE, I'm sure we'll know for sure that he had CTE in some way.
Yeah, and it's...
sorry for all the passive voice in that whole statement.
Your voice, your stick is passive voice. It's okay. And Greg Camarillo also said, to just look out for your loved ones. Call, check on people because people are going through things. So,
well, I mean, think about it. If it is CTE, and then just even that after this year, 2020, with the pandemic, you also have people that are just drinking more and whatever they are at their homes at the most of this time, and these guys are suffering from CTE. Imagine just their stress, their whatever it is that they're going through, being locked down in some places, and you might even think about what some of the players are going through with their pain players, and maybe even talk about coming up on maybe letting them smoke weed and not having a big deal of it anymore, especially now that it's legal. So,
and adjacently related, the other thing that's been going on, the silent epidemic, they call it, domestic violence. And, alcoholism and domestic violence are stepbrother and sister. So,
stepbrother and sister is like gasoline and matches too.
There you go.
It's like,
yeah, there you go. That's a better way.
I don't know if you're watching.
I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, I have questions. And like,
what's on the other screen there?
Is the violence taking place inside of a washing machine? In a basement?
Why?
I don't know, bro. You brought up stepbrother and sister, and no one brought up the movie Step Brothers. Nobody said, if you touch my drum set, I'll stab you in the neck with a knife. Like, there was no lead in, no warning. I didn't know where you were flying. I was just like, I guess he's taking the wheel, and I was hoping.
I just mean they're related. Like, they go hand in hand. Like,
you're not making the situation any better. Stop saying hand in hand.
Fully related, but like, they have history together. Like, they're correlated.
What are they correlating over? I'm worried now. You're using, you said twice removed, step brothers, step family members.
Some Game of Thrones over here or something.
Some Rocky type shit.
I've been watching too much of the Jenny Rivera show this past week to laugh at any sexual
incest jokes. Sexual innuendos?
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, because that was kind of confusing. I was worried.
Which, by the way, I didn't even know she like literally lived like down the street from me.
Everyone lived down the street from you. Ryan lived 5 minutes from you. Apparently, you went to the same school, didn't know it. We probably were in the same club at the same time, somewhere in the mid-2010s at a hookah lounge. Who knows?
All right.
Anyway.
Anything else on Vincent Jackson?
Rest in peace.
Was a Madden cheat code. 6'5", 230. I think he ran like a 4.3 at his pro day. Like, people really don't give him his credit for like how much of an athletic marvel he was. He came in and became a number one receiver at a time. Like, I think it was during the Chris Chambers era when he was with the Chargers. And
I forgot he was on the Chargers.
He was, and he was nice too. Chris Chambers was nice on the Chargers. Nah, he was nice on the Chargers.
Wasn't that during the LaDainian years?
Yeah.
I mean, that was he was the receiver then. You know,
him and him at 6'5". They had Legadunane. They had the guy who broke his neck, number 80, out of Wyoming. I'm forgetting his name, but he was 6'5". Like, at one point, the Chargers had the tallest receiving group in the league: Antonio Gates, Malcolm Floyd, and Vincent Jackson.
Well, that was Antonio Gates, like vintage. You know, that was beginning of his career. That was him and the Phillip Rivers connection was just on point then.
Exploded. Like, that's so, you know, that's huge.
I'm surprised they didn't get any Super Bowls with Damian there. That's heartbreaking.
It was the 14-2 season where they fired Schottenheimer and they lost because Marlon McCree didn't know how to just take a knee after intercepting a Tom Brady pass. He had to be a hero and try to run it back for a touchdown. And Troy Brown stripped the ball and the Patriots got the ball back and scored while literally Phillip Rivers was playing on a torn ACL. And he retired on the same day this year that he was playing that game where he came into the game with a partially torn ACL. Phillip Rivers retired on that day. So, yeah, I blame Marlon McCree for why they didn't make it. And they choked.
Is Rivers a Hall of Fame?
If John Lynch is a Hall of Famer, a lot of guys are a Hall of Famer.
I think John Lynch is a good Hall of Famer. He was good.
Politics. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler, but he only had 26 interceptions, a strong safety.
Man can hit.
So can Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison has like almost 40 picks for his career.
How many picks does Lawyer Malloy have?
I want to say maybe 30. But Lawyer Malloy is not a Hall of Famer. He was a Pro Bowl safety. He was good. But Rodney Harrison was the better safety on those teams.
No. I'm saying in comparison to John Lynch.
Probably has better stats, but somehow John Lynch made 9 Pro Bowls, and somebody needs to show me where he was. Like, that was wild. That's why I did like Pro Bowl voting, because they never went by stats, and I thought that's a problem.
Politics.
But he's a Hall of Famer, but I'm like, well, then you got to throw in Asante Samuel and D'Angelo Hall.
D'Angelo Hall, I think, for sure.
D'Angelo Hall had almost like 40-something picks.
Yeah.
Over 40 picks for his career. So, you know, I'm just curious as to how they're going to run that whole situation down. And Pete's not in the room. Interesting.
Well, anyway, let's go on.
Also, rest in peace to former Alabama alumni Lorenzo Washington. He was a defensive end for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and it was in the 2010 national football team. So there's that. And the next one.
Eagles, the big trade today. I mean,
Hold on. Pete locked himself out of the room. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. I have Zoom fatigue right now. I have Zoom fatigue dealing with his Zoom fatigue.
For everybody that doesn't know, the Zoom fatigue right now is for when you're on the Zoom.
This is why you don't like be on Zoom doing a podcast